Listen, so their policy is you can't record in here.
You're NYP now? You're NYPD now?
Always been. Listen,
No.
you have to leave because
Oh, I
you're
know
not allowed
you.
to record in here.
You want to read their policies?
There are policies that you cannot record in here.
The first line.
Their staff is asking us to
I
remove
remember you.
and they... I don't remember you. I don't.
I remember you.
Oh, that's nice. I hope you like me. Time to go. All right?
Why would I need to leave? I have a right to be here and I'm conducting business.
No, you're not conducting business. And the
I
thing
am.
is that you have to go through...
Read the policy. Right there. I'm handing it to you.
Told me.
Who is he?
The security guard, the head security guard said that you need to leave and they have a right to kick you out.
Photography and photocopying policy, right? I'm going to read it to you because if you violate my rights, you can't say that you didn't know.
That's our job.
It's no negotiation. No.
So you could just ask anybody to leave a public building just because.
Yes.
They want you.
They
What
said
if I was-
complaints from every staff member on every single floor that you're recording them and you're being a nuisance, and you're not allowed to do that inside
How
the
am I being a
library.
nuisance?
You have to leave.
How am I being a
You are
nuisance?
recording them and you're not allowed to do that inside
So
the
photography
yes
is
or
a
no?
nuisance?
Sir?
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
They can't record in here, right? You willing to... Nope? All right.
Read this. Handheld cameras are permitted.
Listen.
First line. Handheld cameras are permitted. This is their rules.
You have to...
Why?
Why? Because you are not allowed.
What crime am I committing?
You're not part of any media. You did not have prior permission to record in here. You now have to leave.
I do have
you
permission.
Step out civilly,
I want
or
to speak
you
to your supervisor.
No problem. He's going to
Call
tell you
him.
the same thing.
No, he's
I'm gonna
not.
Tell you.
He's going to honor his oath to the Constitution.
Make it bad.
I don't want to deal with you because I already got you on camera.
Go ahead.
Cursing me out, so I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. I'd rather deal with somebody that I never had contact with. Because right now it seems like retaliation.
All right, guys. Buckle in because what you're about to witness will test your patience to the limit. This isn't just another public encounter. This is a raw look at how easily authority can twist policy to silence truth. It begins like any other audit. Calm, polite, and by the book. The auditor walks into a New York public library, camera rolling, simply documenting a public space funded by taxpayers. But within minutes, things take a sharp turn. Officers arrive not because of a crime, but because recording makes staff uncomfortable. That word uncomfortable becomes their entire justification. What follows is a shocking display of arrogance as policies are wielded like weapons against constitutional rights.
You didn't investigate at all. You didn't do no investigation. You just went off of his word, right?
I want you to respond.
Why are you asking me to leave a public place I have a right to
They
be?
want you to leave, so you gotta leave.
Okay, what if they wanted me to smack myself? I gotta smack myself?
No, that's different.
Right. I have a right to be here just like everybody else. I'm not being disorderly. I'm walking around peacefully recording. The public workers. Can I record you? Can I record you? So why can't I record the city workers?
They're not city workers.
They work. New York is funded.
They're security guards.
The public library is funded by tax dollars.
You record me all you want.
I can record government workers in the course of their duty. Read case law. You need to read case law because you enforce the law.
My job right now
Do
is
your
to
job.
get you out of this building.
Why? What crime did I
Because They
commit?
don't want you in here.
Why would they ask me to
You're
leave?
being disorderly. You're being
How?
a nuisance. And now you have other people watching.
How am I being a nuisance? How?
You were
By
refusing
simply
to
recording?
leave. They asked you to stop recording.
They never
multiple
asked me to leave.
times.
They never asked me
Really?
to
Because
leave.
I can ask him and he can say the opposite.
I have on camera. Have you guys ever asked me to leave since I've been here? Have you asked me to leave? Have you asked me to leave since I've been here? Nope. First thing they said when I came in the building was you can record.
Listen, you can hang out here, wait. We don't
I'm
need to
gonna wait
argue
for
it.
your
My lieutenant-
supervisor.
My lieutenant's going to be here.
Why not honor your oath? Why not protect my
I'm
rights?
honoring my oath.
I'm in a public building.
These nice men called me here, and they called us to escort you out of this building, and that's as far
Why
as I'm
would you?
concerned with
Why would
today.
you escort me
We
out
don't
the
need to
building?
Continue any more conversation?
You escort me out if
You
I'm
want-
being disorderly, if I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be, if I'm impeding
They
business.
Said that they said you were not allowed to record.
Can I finish
don't
my
work for this
sentence?
building, and quite
Can I finish my
honestly,
sentence?
Tone is clear. No negotiation, no logic, just control. The auditor calmly reads their own posted rules aloud. Handheld cameras are permitted. Yet, the officer ignores it, demanding he leave immediately. The irony burns. They enforce rules they haven't even read. The man isn't yelling, isn't interfering, just quietly filming. But that alone becomes their excuse to act. When he asks to speak with a supervisor, they call it disorderly conduct. What we're seeing here isn't about maintaining peace. It's about suppressing accountability. The cop's voice grows firm, almost robotic, repeating, "You have to leave." Like a script, a chilling echo of blind obedience.
After they've actually
Right, you work for me. You work for me.
I also work for them.
Work for
So
me.
you understand that, right?
And they're not exercising their rights. I am.
Yeah. No,
Peacefully.
They are peacefully asking us to escort you out.
For what crime?
You're not allowed to record in here.
He just said I was. And it says right here on their policies. Read their policies.
He actually just said you weren't allowed to record in here.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Listen, he's the head security guard as far as I'm
read
concerned.
The policy.
And we were asked to escort you out.
Read their policy.
I don't need to read their policy.
So I'm not violating their policy, so why would you ask me to leave?
I abide by what the security
and I'm not breaking the law.
Listen, this is civil matter, and
I don't want to talk to you no more because this is retaliation. You're trying to retaliate against me because I recorded you before. So
I don't remember you ever.
I remember you. I remember you. You work at Midtown South, right?
It's on my press bar.
Yeah, I didn't even look at that. I already know.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm. If I was somewhere I'm not supposed to be, if I was cursing people, if I was being disorderly, every time I talk, you cut me off.
Listen, like you said,
me simply recording. Me recording is not a disorder. Is not a disturbance.
You're being a disturbance to these people.
How?
They asked you to leave. I don't know.
Because they don't like what I'm doing. What if they didn't like my shirt? What if they didn't like my religion? You're gonna escort me out of a public building? Because it's the right. It's called freedom of religion. So if I was praying here,
ma'am, I don't know what more you want me to say.
If I was praying in this library and they didn't like that I was my religion, they wanted me out because I was praying. You gonna enforce their feelings? Or do I have freedom of religion?
Are you praying right now?
I wanted to. So I came to this library for multiple reasons. You want to ask me to leave while I'm praying because they don't like my religion?
What is going on right here? We didn't find you praying.
I'm going to pray before I leave.
You're being a nuisance, he insists, twisting peaceful recording into something sinister. The exchange reveals something deeper, a complete misunderstanding of the Constitution by those sworn to uphold it. Every calm word from the citizen is met with escalating frustration from the cops. When logic fails, they hide behind policy as if it's sacred law. But the truth is, policy ends where the Constitution begins. And they seem to have forgotten that. Next voice. Next voice. The debate takes a powerful turn when the auditor draws a comparison to religion. If they didn't like my religion, would you force me out for praying? The officer has no answer. His silence says it all. It's a moment that exposes the danger of letting emotion rule authority. What began as a camera in hand has become a test of freedom itself. Speech, religion, expression, all crumbling under the excuse of comfort. The man isn't causing a scene. He's defending a principle. Yet, these officers, meant to protect liberty, stand as its biggest obstacle. Their badge becomes a barrier between the people and their own rights. I came here to
conduct business.
The only way
I came here to utilize the library for its purposes.
The only way I'm leaving here right now is if my lieutenant tells me you can stay.
Why wouldn't I be able to stay? I'm not being disorderly. All I'm doing is walking around quietly recording the New York City public workers, which I have a right to do. I can record the government while you're at work.
You'll see what my lieutenant says, okay? How about that? Deal? And then
sure, that's why I asked for him.
And if you're good to stay, then I'll leave.
The Constitution and the law says I'm okay. What you swore an oath to do.
No.
What does the Constitution have to do with? Does the Constitution have to do with your job?
Oh.
Does the Constitution have to do with your job?
This has nothing to do with the Constitution.
It does for me. It does for me.
Because they said you're being disorderly and they're not comfortable with you recording inside here. And they said that you're not allowed to record inside here. We don't
read their policies. Read it. Read the first line. Read the first bulletin.
They just gave this to me. That last bullet point says no photographs of the staff, other researchers, or certain reading rooms may be taken.
That's what
they're they work for the government. There's case law that I can record them.
It doesn't matter. That's what we're here to explain to you. They said that the staff members don't want you recording.
Okay, I'm still not committing a crime. I have a right to be in a public building.
And they have the right to escort you out.
Why would they do that if I'm conducting business?
But you're not anymore. They're asking you to stop.
I am, though, because I still have to file complaints. I still have to file complaints. I still have to file complaints, and I still have to do a FOIA request. And I still want to pray before I leave.
How do you file a complaint?
On the first floor.
First circulation desk, they'll hand them a piece of paper and all you have to do is fill it out.
Do you want to go to the first floor?
I was going there before you guys came.
Well, listen, I have no problem you filing a complaint.
If I was committing a crime, then you have a right.
Now the lieutenant is called. Hope flickers that maybe reason will step in. But instead, the confusion deepens. Even after being shown written proof that filming is allowed, officers double down. They call his stance disorderly, a word they've drained of meaning. The auditor keeps calm, reminding them their oath is not to policies, but to the Constitution, the supreme law of the land. His voice grows firmer, passion seeping through every sentence. Or you swore to protect my rights, not the library's feelings. But all he gets back are blank stares. They refuse to see what's right in front of them. That standing in a public building, camera in hand, is not a crime. It's a right.
To escort me out. This is a public building.
Yes.
You cannot put policy over law. You cannot put policy over law. What if the policy said no black people? You want to enforce that? You can't put policy over law.
That's not going to happen.
The government can't make policies that violate the law or the Constitution. Yeah, I'm going there. You put policy over law? Since when? Fuck out of here. I recorded libraries in every 5 boroughs, all 5 boroughs. That is not a problem because it's not against the law. You swore to protect my rights. You're supposed to come here and enforce the law, not their policy.
One more clip?
Am I being detained?
No, you're not in court. No, you're not.
So I'm free. So I'm free.
No, you
Am I being detained?
You have to leave.
Am I detained for a crime?
Being detained means you're being stopped and you're under investigation.
Am I being detained for a crime?
I just explained to you, not being detained. You do have
All right, then, so that means I'm free, right?
I feel like she's explaining things.
Am I detained for a crime?
Come on.
Am I detained for a crime?
We're gonna go downstairs and you can make a complaint.
You can go wherever you want. I'm free. I'm not detained.
We are going downstairs and you can either leave or you can go make a complaint. They don't want you in here. They have a right to not have you in here. If you want to take that up civilly, go right ahead and you can make a complaint and start that process.
The conversation spirals as the officers cling harder to their rulebook. One cop even admits this has nothing to do with the Constitution. And there it is, the root of the problem. They've become enforcers of comfort, not defenders of law. The auditor reminds them again and again, policy cannot override freedom. If policy banned a group of people, would they enforce it too? The silence that follows speaks louder than any law book. Each second of footage captures a truth the public needs to see. Too many officers have forgotten who they serve. The scene becomes less about one man with a camera and more about a nation struggling to remember its own principles.
Their policy says right here, no.
I don't care about their policy, bro. I don't care about their policy, bro. I'm not breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law. No, they don't. No, they don't.
You're violating the
No, they don't. I have a constitutional right to record in public. It's called the First Amendment. It's called the First Amendment. You know what the Constitution is? The highest law of the land. You can't put a fucking library's policy over the Constitution. Are you crazy? You swore oath to the Constitution. You didn't swear oath to the library's policy. And if they deny me public services, I'm gonna sue them. If you violate my rights, I'm gonna sue you. You ain't swear oath to the library's policy. You forgot what your oath is to? The Constitution. Smug ass. Took an oath for what? Where's your lieutenant at so I can speak to him?
He's on his way. He's on another job.
He probably has more pressing matters than somebody exercising their rights in a public building. Listen, what? Are you gonna honor your oath?
It is what it is. I'm
so what is it? No, it's not.
Escort you out.
Let me ask you a question.
You violated their policy.
Let me ask you a question. Can you put that policy over the law?
Did you not violate their policy? That's right here.
What's higher, that policy or their law?
This is their right. This is their building. This is their
This is our building. It's the people's building.
Their establishment.
It's a people's building.
And they have a right to escort you out.
It's a public building. I pay taxes to be in this building.
Okay? My lieutenant's pulling up. Is that him right there?
Frustration fills the air. The officers claim photography of staff is a crime. A statement so false it borders on absurd. The auditor challenges every word, demanding they name the law he's breaking. They can't. He's cornered, surrounded, yet completely in control. His knowledge dismantles every weak excuse they throw his way. Still, they persist, not because he's wrong, but because backing down means admitting ignorance. You can't put policy over the Constitution, he says with the conviction of someone who knows the stakes. The lieutenant stands nearby, silent, watching the integrity of his oath unravel in real time.
No,
Well, he
that's
could
not
come find me.
That's not him. That's traffic with the lights on.
You put policy over law?
I'm putting them right now.
Of course you do.
This is my job.
Of course you do.
This is
Of
what I'm
course.
here for.
Your job is to enforce the law.
Do you want to make a complaint?
Your job is to enforce the law. Is there a law being broken right now?
Do you want to
What law am I breaking?
Do you want to make a complaint?
Yeah,
Walk away
don't.
from my
Yeah, avoid that
lieutenant?
question.
Come on.
Avoid that question. What law am I
I've
breaking?
already answered you multiple times.
What
You're
law am I
being
breaking?
disorderly. You're not
How?
under arrest.
How
You
am
are
I,
not
how am I
under
being
arrest.
disorderly, ma'am?
Because you're
I'm recording?
violating their policies.
Photography
right here,
isn't a
right
crime
here.
in
Look,
public.
No photographs of the staff, other
Photography
researchers,
isn't
or
a
certain
crime in
reading rooms
public,
may be taken.
and you can't
wanna
turn
watch
photography
every
into
single
Why'd you show us that piece
You
of
can't
paper?
turn photography
now that
into
we
a
pointed
crime.
that out, now it doesn't
You
matter.
can't
Now
to
the
show
piece
you
of paper
how
means nothing.
because I be caught in libraries all over the city.
You're contradicting
Because I have the right
yourself.
to.
You're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm following the law.
Yes, you are.
The law that you swore to protect. You enforce the law. You enforce
what we're
policies.
doing.
So what law am I
We're doing our
breaking?
job.
What law
You're
am I
being
breaking?
disorderly.
How? By
The
recording?
lieutenant is right here.
Okay. Is he going to help me file my complaint?
He keeps saying he's violating his rights, that we're violating his rights because he is clearly breaking their policy that says no photographs of the staff, other researchers, or certain reading rooms may be taken. And he's saying we're violating his constitutional right that he's allowed to record in here and their policy doesn't matter. And he requested you because
How you
we're
doing?
violating his rights.
All right.
Or this is what I said. I said you can't put their library policy over the law. I'm not breaking the law, which means I have a right to be here. It's a public building.
Okay.
My taxes fund this building. Do I not have a right?
Finally, after endless back and forth, they give the order. Leave or face prosecution. No law broken, no complaint filed, just feelings disguised as authority. The auditor calmly collects their names and badge numbers, knowing the camera has already captured everything that matters. What started as a peaceful visit ends as another example of how easily citizens can be stripped of rights in plain sight. As he walks away, you can hear the disbelief in his voice. He knows this isn't just about him. It's about every person who dares to hold power accountable and gets punished for it.
The library doesn't want you at this location.
Why? Because I'm exercising my rights in public?
You have to
I'm conducting business in this building, and once I finish my business, I was going to leave.
I know, they don't want you here anymore.
I have to file a complaint. I have the right to redress my government.
I know, but you have to do that. If you could probably file a complaint outside, but you have to leave. They don't want you here.
Am I breaking the law?
Well,
Nobody asked me to leave. You guys are the first person that came up to me.
you have to leave.
So if I don't leave, I'm going to get arrested?
Well, yeah.
I need to hear you say that. If I don't leave this building, what's going to happen?
They're going to prosecute you.
You're going to arrest me?
No, the New York City Public Library is going to prosecute you.
Okay, so I have a reasonable amount of time to leave, don't I?
We're actually now. Can you please leave?
Okay, I can't leave through that way. I got to leave through this way.
Which way? That way?
And I still need the information that I came here to get.
I'll give
Are
you
you going to help me with that?
Yeah. Whatever you need outside.
All right. I need all your cards
Yeah, cool.
and all of your names. So you're saying that you can just trespass people from public for no crime?
They don't
No
want you at this
crime.
location.
No crime. It doesn't matter what they want. I'm not breaking the
You
law.
have to leave, sir.
You going to help me get my information?
Absolutely.
So you're just going to violate my rights over a policy, right? That's fine.
And this right here is why we record. Because without the camera, their version would have become the truth. This is what accountability looks like. Uncomfortable, confrontational, but absolutely necessary. The officers in this video forgot their oath, but we can't forget ours. To stand up, stay aware, and defend the rights that too many take for granted. If we don't expose these moments, they'll keep happening quietly, invisibly behind closed doors. Knowledge is power, and the camera is the weapon of truth. Always film, always question, always know your rights.